You could ruin your entire life in a matter of minutes.
Murder investigation in Alaska.
Charged with murdering her best friend.
Offering millions of dollars to make it happen.
How much would someone have to pay you to kill your best friend? On this week's episode of Caught, presented by Catfish, we're going to be taking a look at a group of teenagers that are being charged with first-degree murder over a catfish scandal that left Anchorage, Alaska in tears as the federal government tries to put pieces together. The story begins a few months ago with 18-year-old Denali Brehmer when she began talking with a man from Kansas named Tyler, claiming that he was a millionaire. Like most who have been catfished, they started getting to know each other, sharing intimate details, and then making demands. What makes this story extremely different from most catfish stories is that based on court records, there were no demands in the name of love, but rather an exchange, $9 million for a life. On June 2nd, 19-year-old Cynthia Hoffman was found dead in the Eklutna River in Anchorage. With no other leads, investigators knew that she went on a hike with her best friend. Police immediately questioned Denali Brehmer. On June 4th, after being interrogated by Anchorage police, Denali without hesitation confessed to committing the murder of Cynthia, going into great detail about what had happened that day. Denali even told investigators who she recruited to assist her in the crime. It was herself, 19-year-old Caleb Leyland, 16-year-old Caden McIntosh, and two other friends whose names are disclosed due to their ages. According to officials, Caleb allegedly provided Denali and Caden with his car with the promise that he'd receive $500,000 of the $9 million cut. They invited Cynthia to join them for a hike on Thunderbird Falls Trail right outside of Anchorage. While hiking, Denali and her poorly constructed team duct taped Cynthia's hands and feet together and shot her, dumping her body in the river and burning her belongings and the gun. Denali told police that while she and her group murdered Cynthia, they took videos and photos and sent them to Tyler, the millionaire she had been talking to online. When asked why she had killed Cynthia, she said she was only following Tyler's explicit directions. Denali stated that Tyler told her he would pay her $9 million to kill someone in Anchorage and send him the footage of the act. As investigators did more research, they also found that Tyler had also been telling her to commit rape and send him the video and photo for proof. They found that Denali had been catfished by a Darren Schillmiller, a 21-year-old man from New Salisbury, Indiana. On June 9th, Darren confessed to federal agents and Indiana State Police to being Tyler, along with his involvement in the killing, and plans to blackmail Denali into raping others. Currently, the case is still going on. Darren was charged with production of depictions of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct. Denali faces charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 5 counts of tampering with evidence. The other accomplices, Caleb Leyland, Caden McIntosh, and the other 2 kids are currently being charged.
I know what I did was wrong, and I know I could have probably done something different if I was able to.
After opening up an investigation on their own, the U.S. Department of Justice said,
"For all the good the internet can do, it can be a very dark place, and parents would be wise to monitor the activity of their children online."
Now, we don't know the outcome, but with the federal government getting involved, it is expected that all of the criminals will be convicted of the harshest punishment that the courts can give. Cynthia's father, Timothy Hoffman, told reporters,
"The only thing I know is that my daughter trusted these people. My daughter just wanted friends. Now I have to bury her. And that is wrong."
Parents should be saying to kids, be very careful of someone who gets too close too fast, someone who asks you for way too much information about you, and do not believe everything you see or hear online.
And so concludes the horrifying murder case of Cynthia C.C. Hoffman so far. Let us know in the comments if you would like more updates on this case in the future. For more in-depth details on this case, please feel free to check out our blog linked in the description. For teasers on new episodes, be sure to follow us on our other social media pages, hit the notification bell and subscribe button to be notified when the next episode of Caught, presented by Catfish, goes live.